Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. Welcome to Workshop Wednesday, March 1st. Can you believe we're already into March? Where's the first 2 months already gone? Today I have a card that is, it's a pop-up card. So it has a belly band and then it pops up like this where it has a framed box. I always get confused where the camera is. So we'll be making this. So this is a online exclusive set that you can only get online. So what that means is it's not in the catalogs. It's not anywhere else but online. So I'm gonna turn the camera down and show you. I have a lot to share and I'd rather the camera be down so you guys could see this stuff better. Remember to share my video at the, share my video, comment that you shared my video. Today's prize will be, I have a packet of the flowers for every season, DSP, and then these North Pole sacks. Even though they're North Pole, you could still use them. Last week's winner of the banner, and I think was it DSP as well, was Kelly Frank. Let me check my iPad. Make sure that I can see, see your comments. I forget I put the wrong code in. Why do I not see myself? Okay, here I am. So be sure and share my video. Comment that you shared my video so I can enter you into the drawing. You can share on YouTube as well. So I get names from YouTube and then I get the names from here from Facebook. I want to go ahead and turn down the camera because we're going to have a lot to share with you today. So, okay. So first of all, since it's March 1st, we have our Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial that's now available for March. And this month we did our favorite color schemes. So everybody actually chose like different colors as their favorite colors. So you'll get a nice variety. So you can earn this for when you spend $35 in my online store. And look, it's got all the step-by-step instructions to each project. Usually there's always a scrapbook page. Kelly Frank, she does the scrapbook page. So you can earn this for $35 when you spend $35 in my online store. And also when you spend $35 this month, my March free class is you'll get the kit to make these 4 cards. This designer series paper is no longer available. It's part of Celebration. But I will send you the materials to make these 4 cards, plus a package of rhinestones and the 4 white envelopes. So for $35, you'll earn this plus the tutorial. So if you have any questions, I will post the link on that above. It's always above or below. So if it's on Facebook, it's above. If it's YouTube, it's below. I'm trying to straighten myself out here. I think my camera's not straight. Okay, so we did that. The next thing I have is my March all occasion card class. This class you can actually come here to my home on March 10th and put these cards together, or I can send you a to-go kit. So you're gonna make 2 cards of each design. So here's the first one, Holy Guacamole, it's your birthday. And it's a fancy fold like that. Look how cute the little avocados. And the second card is, you can use it for St. Patrick's Day or not, but a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find, lucky to have. This is another fancy fold. It's a thank you card. And it opens like this, and this other flap opens as well. I don't want to untie my ribbon. I got a pretty good bow there. And then the other one's going to be an Easter card. So it's a screen card, they call it. And it's Easter. So I'll send you all the materials plus the 8 envelopes if you order it to go. Or if you come to my house, I will have all the materials here for you to put them together. This class is 25 in person and 30 to go because of the shipping. Okay, and then plus you'll get a step-by-step instructions for that class as well. I kind of just drew this one up for now, but you'll get the instructions to go with that. All right, let me move a lot of this out of the way, and we can kind of get to our project. So like I said, our project is this one, and so there's some online exclusives right now that are just online. So this is the Irresistible Bloom set. So it's got the stamp set and the dies. We'll be using some of those today. We're going to be using the Hello Irresistible Blooms Designer Series paper. And we will be using these, they're called loose frosted dots. Watch if I open this. I might, see, that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. They're going to spill all over. I should have opened them beforehand, but I had just put some lotion on my hands. So we'll kind of keep that up. And they're coming back with some punches. So there's the 2-inch punch and the 1 3/4 punch. You can only order these online. Again, they're not in the catalog. There's another set, the alphabet. I'm not sure where I did with it, but there's an alphabet set. So actually you could see on here, these are the online exclusives. They have this classic letter stamp set. They have some embossing folders and some other specialty designer series paper as well. So the next is, if you want the step-by-step instructions for this project or any of my Workshop Wednesday projects, excuse me, just join my email list, and this will go out every Sunday. I send out the step-by-step instruction PDF tutorial, and usually I'll have the video link on there so you can refer back to it. So again, I'll put the email, join my email above for you to join. So I wanted to show you some other projects that I made. So this is just a thank you card that opens like this with this set. This is all just designer series paper, and I just stamped ones. This does a frame, so I did this one. And I tried my hand at a waterfall card. My friend Deborah did it. And so I said, hey, let me try one of these. And so then that's the waterfall card. Isn't that cool? And it was super easy, not hard at all. All right, so I think that's enough yapping. Let's go ahead and get started with our project. So again, we're going to make this. We're going to use some thick basic white cardstock. So we need a piece that's 4 1/4 by 11. And we're going to score it at 1.5. Oh, I didn't need to open that. 1.5 and 5.5. So 1.5. Make sure you have your scoring blade. And 5.5. And then we can fold those lines. We'll burnish them in a minute. And then we're going to need a second piece, which is 4 1/4. So this is already 4 1/4 because we cut it in half. And this one is going to be by 7. And on here, we are going to score at 1.5 and 5.5, the same as we did with the other piece. So 1.5 and 5.5. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. We're still going to need it because we're going to need to cut our designer series paper. But let's score this, or burnish these lines, burnish score lines. This piece is going to create our frame. This is basically our card base. And so we're going to use that frame die. I guess that was the only one I forgot to take out. And let's get our cut and emboss machine. And so we are going to cut out our frame in this middle section, not these I think it's 1.5 sections. And you want to center this as best you can without me sticking my head in there. I think that's pretty good. And then we'll just die cut that. Hopefully that didn't move. And we'll move this back out of the way. So now we're going to go back to cutting some. So this is our frame. Got to be gentle when you pull that off. Make sure that you don't pull up these little rings, whatever you might want to call it. Let me punch out these couple of little pieces here. Here. Okay, so now we have our 2 pieces, and so these are going to go like this, and then we'll add this to here, and then there's how our card comes together. But first we're going to add some designer series paper to these so we can pretty it up. So I had already pulled out the ones that I used. I believe this is on the front. So let's cut. So this will be the front of your card here. So we're going to cut this top front piece at, let's go 4 1/8. 4 1/8. I hope I'm doing this the right direction. And 3 7/8. 3 7/8. You know, I created this last week, so yeah, I did do it right. And then I used, where's the back side that I use? I used the back side of this one for the top. So this is going to be 4 1/8, or for the bottom, 4 1/8 as well. And it's 1 3/8. 1, 2, 3, which is the one before the half. Okay. So this again is our top and our bottom. Now we're going to do the inside back here, which is going to be the background of our frame. And I use this one. And this is going to be 4 1/8. They're all 4 1/8 by 3 7/8. I think it's exactly the same as the other one, 3 7/8. And the inside bottom is 5 3/8. So what did I do on the inside bottom? I used that back side again. So which was this one, which I think this is already 4 1/8. 4 1/8 this way. And it'll be 5 3/8, which I don't have enough. So I need to get another piece of that. This paper is really pretty, and you're going to see we're going to use the, flowers to cut out. So let's go 4 1/8 again. And 5 3/8. So there's gonna be a lot of layers on this one piece. Let's get all our stuff out of the way for now. I can't see any comments right now. For whatever reason, my theme's not letting me I don't know, go into my page. So let's go ahead and put these in first. So I'm so sorry if you're commenting and I cannot see. It's just, I don't know why it didn't let me go over to my, it's like I'm viewing in my personal page. Okay, so we're gonna put this one in here, like this. Try not to let this glue dry real quick. And then we're gonna put this one here with the leaves in the background on the top. I'm trying not to get the glue on my hands. You know me, I always get glue on my hands and then everything sticks to them after. Okay, so now this one's gonna go on the top, this pattern on the front. Like this. And we're going to put this other piece right here. But since it's going to get stamped, I want to stamp it right away or beforehand, because of the fact that for whatever reason, if I make a mistake and I need to re-stamp it, I don't want it glued on there. I re-inked this pad this morning, so I wanted it to be nice and bright. So hooray, it's your day. Okay, so now we could go ahead and adhere that. I've got some glue on there. So this piece will just go right on the top here. And so there's one of two ways we could go ahead and do this now and then try and put your flowers in, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out all the flowers and then we will assemble it. So I'm going to pull back my cut and emboss machine and try and die cut all these flowers. I can't remember how many I used. Let me see. Oops, that went flying. How many did we need? I think something like, we got 2 on the outside, so we know we need those 2. So these die cut right out of the designer series paper, so you don't have to stamp if you don't want to. I can't never get these lined up right. Where am I going? This way. So this one goes here. The small one will cut out over here. We got that one on the first try. So we'll die cut those 2. And I'll flip this plate over. Go back this way. Let's do another large one. I think I put 2 small and 1 large in the inside. So we need these 2. And then 1, oh actually I put, I think 4 in the inside because I forgot that I put 1 right here. So I have my large, small, I need another small, and I could see that my die moved on my other one, so it didn't cut as well, so I might need to do another large one. We can do it after. I'm going to tape that one so it doesn't move this time. But I like how Stampin' Up! Always makes it to where you can just cut from the designer series paper. And then that one ended up moving, darn it. So I need 3 large. I don't like how that one came out because it moved. And then I need 2 small. That goes in the inside. I don't like the way this one came out because it moved. So gosh darn, I gotta cut another small one. My dies moved. My plate is actually kind of warped. So I think that's why they're moving. I just wish that with this DSP that they would have came out with some more colors so that you could cut with. There's only like 2 that you can cut with. Let me look and see if I have more of this. Otherwise, we'll put the other color. It's like those ones, these ones. This is the other sheet that cuts out. So I'll just use one of those. Okay, I have a mess here. Let's get this out of the way. That. So I need one more large one. I feel like I have you guys all over the place. See, my plate's a little bit warped, and I was going to change it beforehand, and I didn't. It still moves. Or I should be putting that plate on the top. Okay, so now we have all our flowers. So you need 3 large and 3 small. And we are going to do some stamping and die cutting as well. Or let me get the, well, let's stamp one more time. So we need to stamp some leaves, just 1 set of leaves. See, these are the ones where it moved, so I don't like the way they look. So I have my others. So we have 1 set of leaves that we're gonna stamp, and this is soft seafoam. And that's all the stamping. We're just gonna do 1. So now let's bring the die cutting machine back. I'm gonna die cut this one. And we're gonna die cut these other leaves like this. And I need some soft seafoam ones. But I think I need to cut a piece of soft seafoam. Let's get that out of the way. We need these dies again. These little guys, they get stuck in there. I got that one. I'm gonna need these for soft seafoam for our front. Okay, let me trim a piece of this soft seafoam. Let me just cut a piece. We don't need very much at all. And one, and okay, once we get all this cut, this card's gonna come together easily. I always make things look complicated. Not sure why I do that, but trying to still see if I could get you guys' comments, because I feel like you're commenting and I can't. It's not letting me switch to my LC Designs. So since I'm on my regular Since I'm on my regular one, I cannot see the comments. Okay, now let's see, where am I? I'm sorry, you guys. I don't want to miss your comments. Okay, now I got it. Hello, Denise. You're probably gone by now, by the time I got the... So now we have all our flowers. So let's use this flower since it has the... Or no, you know what? We'll use that one in the front since it's got the Daffodil Delight. Okay, so now we're just going to kind of eyeball this. And this is going to be our frame. So we want this one in the center. And we want these ones are going to be over to the sides. So we know where our center is. So now here's the trick. And this one is going to need some extra postage because we are putting 4, well, you could do 3. I think I tried another card when I used 3. Let's stack 3 on top of each other. And so that one's going to make that one pop out. Now these other ones, we're just going to use 1. They're going to be popped up, but they're going to be like that. I'm trying to look at my first card that I made. See that I'm getting it the same. And oops. Just want to make sure that it doesn't go over the edge there. Now those are popped up. And now our leaves that we stamped, those are just going to need 1-dimensional as well. And we're going to put those right back here like that. Okay, so there is our little inside of our card. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put some glue. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. Some glue in here. And just line up your score lines or over here on top to make sure that they line up. It's not hanging over. Just press that down. And making sure that mine's... And then now this is going to fold like this. And we're going to add some glue here. And flip this over. We'll just hold it for a minute. Make sure that it's glued down. Sometimes this glue takes no time at all, and other times it takes a long time. So see, there's our card. This is still gluing down. Uh-oh. I needed to move it over a little bit. It's going to be off just a tad here on this side. I should have checked that before I was pressing so hard. So now our other one, we are just going to glue this here because I don't want to add another dimensional so that it's even more bulky to send. But you're going to have to use like the extra ounce stamp to send this in the mail. But who wouldn't love this card? I got something there. So look, there's our card. But we're not done yet. We are going to add some of the loose frosted gems. Oh yeah, I forgot I left them open because I had spilt them. And we're just going to use some liquid glue. And where's my take your pick tool? I'm going to use a pink one, or I should say Flirty Flamingo. And these are Daffodil Delight. And then I don't know if you noticed, we have some returning colors with this set. I put too much glue there. But there's some returning colors, and it's a Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. So these are Pretty Peacock. But in the paper, it's Lost Lagoon. This is actually Lost Lagoon. I had this cardstock still. So those are two returning colors. And this one I stamped Pretty Peacock, but I didn't have the cardstock. But those are colors that are going to be returning. So now let's do our belly band. And our belly band is going to be 1.5 by 9.5. So grab the trimmer. We're using soft sea foam. Go this way, 1.5 by 9.5. I know that you're here now, Denise. I can finally see my comments. Earlier, I couldn't see no comments. It wasn't letting me see my comments. I have quite a bit of glue there. Let me see if I can use a baby wipe and get some of that glue off. I squirted too much. You know, the fine tip glue gun, fine tip glue is good for these little embellishments. So here's our belly band. We're gonna just try to center it. We're gonna fold it over here. Fold it over here. And then we will glue it. Try not to add a glob of glue like I did with the frosted dots. And this will just go right like that. So now here's our flower and our leaves. So I forgot I didn't pull these other ones out yet. I almost said mint macaron. I keep wanting to say mint macaron, but this is soft sea foam. This is actually a color I don't use a whole lot. So of course I have plenty of it. Now I need to make a bunch of these cards to send out. And honestly, I made another one of these cards for my friend Alessandra, who's celebrating her 50th birthday today. Happy birthday, Alessandra. Hopefully her card comes in today. Of course, I was at the last minute making it, but I like this layout so much that I made one. So I'm putting glue dots on these, and we're gonna put these leaves over here. So we're gonna attach them. And I think my glue dots, I got some here on this one. But yes, happy birthday, Alessandra. I probably just blew it telling her that she has a card coming. And then we're gonna put these ones over here on this side, like this. I have met so many wonderful, amazing ladies through Stampin' Up. And so this big one, I glued it on here. Again, I was trying not to make this so bulky. And we'll put it, again, you gotta be aware that it's not hanging over the side. And then this one, we're gonna add the dimensionals to. I wish I had Alessandra's card because I actually used a different stamp set and a lot of different colors. And it came out so pretty. There. So there's that. Now we need the linen thread. And I like to make a double bow. I think the double bow is just so much more, it stands out. So let's put this over and tie a double bow. love the linen thread for almost any kind of project because it just goes with everything. Matter of fact, I think I just ordered a bunch more linen thread because I use quite a bit of it. It's this, the linen thread and Wink Stella. Those are my go-tos. And we'll just get the glue dots again. Put a glue dot. Add our bow. And there we have it. There's our card. There's our, my one I made originally, and then this one now. Yeah, open it up and see your flowers in there. And you can add like rhinestones. You can right in here, whatever you want. So I hope you guys like this week's project. I'm not sure what I'm doing next week. I gotta figure it out. I think I've already started a couple of things, but I'm not sure. And the reason this one's got the more yellow, it's just the way that I cut where I cut the DSP. So do you guys have any questions or anything? Let me know. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you back here next week. Take care. Bye.